Testing. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that looks good. Hello everyone. New patch dropped. You know what that means. So yeah, without further ado, let's fucking finish this storyline. There's a lot of cutscenes going on here. Damien, 'tis good to see you. Have you any news from old Charlian? We've yet to hear from Ishtola regarding her research for a means to return to the Void. I must confess that her silence has left me feeling restless. Nor am I alone in this. Justinian has such excess of energy that he has been helping to train our soldiers with nary a grumble. As for Zero... Oh, speak of the devil. Is something the matter? No. Damien paid us a visit, and I was surprising him with recent developments, or the lack of thereof. Are you heading somewhere? Aye, to replenish my ether. Would you like to come? A rare but most welcome invitation. Timely too, I might add. I myself was thinking of venturing into the city. It would be my pleasure to join you. You will accompany us, of course. Of course. Excuse me. Come then. I have an errand to run at the bazaar first. There. Hold on. Okay. Huh. Was the scholar always there? I'm picking up some more spice. Marie told me to do so before my next visit. Mr. Zero has quite the tolerance, you see. The sisters know we Hanish are fond of spicy food, but I doubt any of us could keep up with her. With the spices they normally have on hand, the Mahane can't quite satisfy her, which is why I'm happy to provide what they need to achieve more rigorous flavors. Now then, the variety being the spice of life, perhaps you'd like to choose something extra to blend with Mr. Zero's usual? I'll help you keep things interesting. What do you say? Fine by me. You can appreciate the nuances of this world's sustenance far better than I can, I expect. Ooh. Let's do the crimson ones. Ah, it's a fine choice, but don't take my word for it. Here, have a taste. Oh no. Your reaction speaks volumes. That will suffice then. Always a pleasure, Mrs. Zero. And do give Marie my regards. Also, apparently some people in that chat are talking about weapons. I'm kinda curious. Oh wait, that's relics. Ooh. Fucking rocket-powered pizza cutter. Ooh. Rather short though. Oh. Hello? Oh, oh, that looks sick. I want that. Ooh. Ooh, what is this? Ooh, I like that. I think it's two sorts of that one. Oh, hello! Why is this one glowing compared to the other ones? Like, this looks like a straight up relic weapon or something. Aw. Aw, look at that. Oh, that's cute. Okay, again, why do some of the weapons have, like, effects, but the other ones don't? So what's the theme for these? Huh. Oh, that looks sick! Okay, oh, that's kind of boring. What the fuck? Again, some of these weapons are a lot fancier than the others, and I don't understand why. I'll get a little rabbit on it. It's a fucking coloring book! Hey, what does it look like when it's... Huh. It's straight up a fucking artist little thingy-majig at school. Ooh. Fancy. Very fancy. Don't really understand what the theme is, but...
My usual, please. But with this spice.
Of course, Zero. It would be my pleasure. Well now, this is enough to make a whole kettle of your special curry.
I don't need that much.
Rest assured, it's easy enough to make a serving just for you. Or we could make the kettle and share it. There would be enough not only for your companions but other diners as well. I dare say everyone will be delighted.
Very well. A full kettle, then.
Excellent. We'll prepare it at once. And for your excellency and our esteemed adventurer, are you happy to try a bowl of Zero's curry? We can make yours milder if you prefer.
Grateful though I am for the offer, I cannot fully appreciate the flavor with this vessel. Another time, perhaps. Do not hold back on my account, my friend. Eat and enjoy.
Oh god. See, I'm kind of in a weird spot because I love spicy food, but I've also been traumatized by it. Then I'll have His Excellency's helping.
Understood. Please, make yourselves comfortable.
It gladdens me to see you taking to life in Radzathan, Zero. In the area of our cuisine, not least of all. Spicy dishes have long been favored in our sultry clime for their ability to whet the appetite and cool the body. Of course, spices also have the effect of preserving foods, which makes them highly coveted in foreign lands. All of this has given rise to a thriving spice industry, and the wealth it brings has allowed our nation to prosper while maintaining its neutrality.
So you trade your spices? Seems rather more complicated than trading in ether.
I mean, it's kind of the same principle, isn't it? Just
In
exchanging
the
goods and
beginning,
services.
this land was no more than refuge for me. But now it is my home, and the people of Radzathan my beloved children. Together, we build this vibrant nation. And naught would please me more than to show it to my sister one day.
Vibrant. Rubicante said the same when he described this world. A reminder of all that has been stolen from us. What many who remember doubtless yearn to take back.
Our home is a lost cause. Our only choice to begin anew. In this world, where we may reclaim our mortality.
Nonetheless, it's wrong to damn another to save yourself. As I told Rubicante, as I found myself moved to speak. I still do not understand what made me feel this way, nor what compels you mortals to help one another. But I hope to someday.
We too hope that you will find the answers you seek. What is going on?
What's happening?
They're just delivering the food.
Compliments of Mistress Zero, the Satrap's honored guest. We are serving a special curry for anyone who wishes to partake. But be warned, it is not for the faint of heart.
Oh, by all means, I'd welcome the challenge.
Sisters have mercy. The smell alone is...
Oh my god! Oh wait, so you probably start with a smaller...
It burns! It burns!
Well,
To better maintain the facade, the alchemists ensured that my vessel was capable of consuming food. However, I fear Zero's curry would test the limits of their design.
They certainly took took what they learned from the Mandeville quests
Apologies for the
to
delay.
make everything
Please
expressive.
relax and enjoy your meal.
Relax. I don't have time for that. I've been waiting for this. Come. Let's replenish our ether.
You seem a little more excited for this than you should be. Holy shit, we finished it! How? My whole life flashed before my eyes, and it was exhilarating.
I trust you have eaten your fill. I shall have Merid prepare a meal for us to take to Estinian. I suspect he too is overdue a replenishment. By this hour, he will have retired to his chambers at Magaduta. Come, let us pay him a visit.
Right. Oh my god. So, am I accomplice to second degree to manslaughter or something? You're ready to face head on and with feeling. I guess. Spicy circulation 22. Report feelings of true chanting current. I like how they actually made it a buff even though it does nothing. Oh, I can't see if that's supposed to be a man or a woman. Welcome back. Master Danian, yes, you're in his chambers. I should be happy to escort you. Oh, enter Danian's chambers.
Estinian, are you there? We've brought something for you.
I enter.
Oh. Estinian. Ooh, man. Oh, oh. Oh my god. Whew, be still, my bisexual heart. Whew.
Squid masala from the Mehane. I thought you
Honey,
might
is that how
enjoy
you
it.
pronounce it?
Masala, eh? I prefer my squid dried. But I'm sure it won't disappoint. My thanks.
Oh man, is it getting hot in here or is it just me?
Sorceress's absence, I see. I can't offer much in the way of entertainment, but make yourselves comfortable.
Fine, you know I will.
Shall we disrobe as well?
Zero! Oh my god!
No, no. We simply caught our friend unprepared. He will make himself
No,
presentable.
no, it's fine.
once.
No,
I'm
just
sure.
guys, hang on, wait. Let me just admire his pecs for a little longer, okay? Is that so wrong? Oh, killjoys. I like how we can see his lance in the background over there.
At last. We've been looking for you.
My friends, tell me, were you able to devise a way to return to the 13th?
I believe so. It required a visit to the moon, where I took the opportunity to enlist Orionge's assistance.
Ishtola hath told me all. I should be glad to help you free Ashdaya and put an end to Golbez's dark plot.
Translation: we needed a healer for this upcoming duty.
If Rubicante spoke true, both Golbez and Ashdaya are on the moon of the 13th. Unlike here in the Source, however, we have no means of making the journey from the surface of the star itself. The technology simply does not exist. Therefore, I propose that we employ a gate to deliver us directly to our destination.
Is such a feat possible?
In theory. Having once been a single hole, the Source and its reflections share striking similarities in geography. And according to a certain someone who unceremoniously whisked us away to the first, the same locations across the worlds are intrinsically bound.
Graha's ears twitch.
All of which is to say, were we to pass through a gate on the Source's moon, it should lead us to the moon of the 13th.
Makes sense.
Of course, there is the risk of Voidsent gaining entry to our world. Thus did I decide to seek Urianger's counsel.
I mean, what's the worst a voice gonna do on
Both
the moon?
The Watcher and the Loporrits
Wreak havoc
are
on the
aware of
Loporrits?
our proposed endeavor. While they are yet deliberating precautionary measures, they have pledged their full cooperation.
You've been busy. I presume you've also found a way to open this gate.
Be it in Radzat-Han or Sharlayan, scholars have long cast their gaze unto the endless dark of the void. And so, with Harnish insights to augment our knowledge, we have indeed conceived of a promising plan to pierce the veil. A plan I am confident will succeed, precisely because the moon is our stage.
Okay. What is the plan?
The preparations will be extensive, and we will require vast quantities of ether. After all, our gate must be large enough to accommodate another great worm. My proposal entails delivering copious amounts of ether to the Tower of Babel in Garlemald. As you will recall, Fandaniel used the structure to destroy the Brand's imprisoning Zodiac.
Right.
And we, in like manner, will use it to channel ether to the moon, and thereby open our gate.
Okay. Sure.
I see. Then we shall need someone on the moon for the necessary rituals.
Just so, Your Excellency. I intend to head back anon for that very purpose, as well as to help devise our strategy to deal with invading Voidsent. Along with our lunar allies, we will once again require the assistance of your alchemists, Nidana not least of all. May I trouble you to serve as their escort?
Fine by me. The room was beginning to feel constraining.
Are you sure it's not just your shirt?
For my part,
You can take it
I
off.
shall oversee the requisite tasks on the star. Might I prevail upon you for your assistance?
If all are in agreement, then let us set to work. We'll open our gate, and we will stop Golbez.
Moon. The Dark Throne. going. God damn it. If one and all are ready, then ready. Oh god, my voices are kind of mixing it together. If one and all are ready, then let us set forth. Our preparations to complete. If I may, I beg a moment to exchange this vessel for its growth counterpart. It is in keeping of the alchemist. It is in the keeping of the alchemist of the High Crucible. Of course, we shall accompany thee thither, and thence begin our journey. Oh, someone disconnected. So many cutscenes, jeez. My apologies for the delay. My, that is a striking simulacrum indeed. Well suited to the work ahead, I doubt not. Allow me to explain Ishtora's plan in greater detail. As you know, we seek to open the Void Gate at Mare Lamentorum, that we might gain direct passage to the Moon of the 13th. Whilst our comrades labor upon the Moon, we must needs accomplish two tasks. The first is procurement of substantial quantity of ether, and subsequent delivery of it onto the Tower of Babel. Said structure was once used to siphon the land's essence by way of the Telophoroi. Let me try that again. To siphon the land's essence by way of the Telophoroi spires. Such a method, however, doth pose an unacceptable risk to the greater ethereal balance of our world. Thus, we must seek an alternate means of conveying our requisite resource. Our second task doth pertain to the use of the Tower of Babel itself. You may recall that this portal onto the Moon was placed under the supervision of the Ilsabad contingent. If we would employ it to different ends, we must first obtain the contingent's express permission. I should like to believe that they would not refuse us, so perhaps we could concern ourselves with the ether problem first. Have you any idea whence we might source the vast quantity needed? Aye. A likely location doth come to mind. Let's make for the airship landing. There I shall reveal more. Meanwhile, Zero's just sitting there like, yep, this is certainly talking. Actually, wait. Might be faster if I just jump down here. All the precedent accounted for. Excellent. We'll travel to Sharlayan and then seek the nearby Isle of Harm. Near onto the surface of this isle do rivers of ether converge. The churning energy of this confluence is released by way of geysers. Originally, the Ragnarok was to be powered by ether harvested from the isle, but, as you well know, the ultimate power source was ultimately found for the vessel. Passage onto Ultima Thule, to the very limits of existence, was facilitated by naught less than the strength of the Mother Crystal herself. As such, the Isle of Harm's vast aether deposit remained untouched. We'll help ourselves to that energy, provided we are able to secure the Forum's permission. Good fucking luck with that. Yet again, with needing permission. There's nothing straightforward in this world. Such is the nature of politics, I fear. And as the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have been officially disbanded, no longer are we recognized as collective. A somewhat disadvantaged position, bureaucratically speaking. Fortunately, however, there is recognized and respected body upon which we might prevail. The students of Beldesian. Upon arriving in Charlotte, let us seek our friends at the Annex. Whoa, okay. Welcome back, Damien. What brings you here today, and in such colorful company? Greetings, Ochika. On this occasion, we come to seek the students' assistance in a matter of some urgency. In that case, you'll want to speak with Kryal. She's in the main hall, sorting through our archives. There's a visitor with her at the moment, but there's no one you don't know, so feel free to show yourself in. Oh, it's Erenville!
Well now, if it isn't two of my dearest friends. As for the other two, I don't believe we've had the pleasure.
Wait, has she not met Varshan?
Not in this vessel, perhaps. 'Tis I,
Oh, right.
Vashan. Though, you are welcome to call me Vritra, if you prefer.
Pay me no mind. I merely accompany them.
I pray you forgive us our intrusion. If you are occupied, we shall call again anon.
It's quite all right. We've just finished swapping all our secrets anyway. Erenville occasionally comes and shares the latest Gleaner gossip, you see. From forgotten ruins to mysterious relics, if there's aught that might be of interest to the students, he kindly lets us know.
Alas, I must soon depart on an expedition. As I may be away for an extended period, I wish to give Kryal fair warning. Hence my visit today.
I see. There are specimens that want for procuring, I presume?
No, it isn't guildship business, but rather... homecoming.
Eh?
But enough about me. You have business too, yes? And I'm in the way.
Far from it. As a matter of fact, we should be grateful if you could stay and share your knowledge of the nearby isles with us. We seek a means to travel to the Void. There, a man named Golbez plots to invade our world. A man who even now holds my sister hostage. To that end, we require a great quantity of ether, which we understand may be had on the Isle of Ham. We came in the hope of exploring how it might best be procured.
An invasion from the 13th? Must the stakes always be so dramatic?
You have a knack for finding trouble.
Yeah.
If Gleaners collected world-ending crises, you could make quite a name for yourself in our profession.
I mean, I did make Damien like a
Ham
part-timer
is
in
veritable
my
font of
his backstory.
But as it's under the Forum's direct jurisdiction, only a privileged few get to set foot there. I myself haven't.
So if we want to help ourselves to the Isle's ether, we'll need to secure the Forum's permission.
Or, hear me out, we just go there without telling them. Because fuck the forum.
Very well. The students of Baldessian recognize your endeavors as combating a grave threat to the world. As representative, I hereby pledge our full assistance.
Nice.
Now that it's official, you may leave the politics and paperwork to me. Our operations remain small, but we shouldn't meet any undue resistance.
We are truly grateful.
If I may. According to the original plan for the Exodus, ether collected from the Isle of Harm was to power the Ark.
Yes, we...
Art thou perchance familiar with the logistics of this endeavor?
You aren't? This was your idea.
I don't know anything about that, I'm afraid. Nor do I think any cleaner would. You might have better luck asking someone involved with the Ark's construction.
So probably that engineer we talked to,
Margaret, for instance. She's a researcher in Charley and Hamlet.
Oh.
I met with her for a job recently, and she mentioned working on the Ragnarok's propulsion system. You could do worse than to seek her out while awaiting the forum's verdict.
We may well do just that. Our gratitude for thine advice, and may this threat be but a memory upon thy return.
You're quite welcome. Now then, if you'll excuse me.
I best start drafting our petition. Go on and find your researcher. I'll contact you as soon as we've made progress.
Let us leave matters here to Mistress Kryl, and hie ourselves to Labyrinthos.
Oh, that reminds me. I'm very anxious to figure out what happens in the last Pandemonium story. I hope the MSQ.
Time to put our best foot forward.
I hope the MSQ isn't too long.
Oh. A pity you can't tidy yourself. I should have had Ishtola enchant you when I had the chance. And what have we here?
A letter?
Later, Kryl, later. You've work to do.
Do I detect a Chekhov's gun? How will that play into the story later, I wonder? I want answers, damn it! Visitors? How delightful! If you require assistance, then ask away. It just so happens you've caught me in a post-deadline bliss. Forgive us the abruptness of our inquiry, but 'tis our understanding that thou had the charge of the Ragnarok's propulsion systems. Would you like to know how Aether hafted at the Isle of Harm was to be stored and transported to the Ark, if the disclosure of such information is permitted? No, it's no bother at all. We built special tanks that store Aether just like we use casks to store wine. Simple, really. Simple, but brilliant into construction. They rival even crystals for etheric capacity. Pity we never got to use them. How muddled and distant the memory. When Doom's deadline loomed large and we extricated ourselves from waste-time mire were only to end up chin deep in another. I was at one with the world, a conduit of energies of creation. But now, Now I'm truly alive. Who would have thought that sleeping in a bed and eating warm meals could have such a difference? I feel positively functional. I dare say it rivals the thrill of dancing on the knife edge of failure. You need a vacation, good lady. We are glad for you, quite. On the subject of these tanks, do you know what became of them? Oh. What did become of them? For the life of me, I can't seem to remember. Oh, but I do remember someone who might remember. He should be back by now. Look for the yellow fellow wearing an outfit that screams, "I've been on vacation and you haven't." Again, yeah, I think you need one, miss. Very well. We shall seek out this conspicuous colleague of thine. Colleague of thine. Our sincerest gratitude, Margaret. And do look after thyself. Come, let's seek out this individual retired in the manner suggestive of recent furlough. Let's. Oh, isn't that the Lalafell from the story? I think it is. The phase at launch our teeny tiny toy boat. How have you been, Damien? Able to catch a bit of rest? Well, if I don't know about these tanks, who in Biograph's name would? Born right in my own workshop, they were. A pleasure as always, Master Kokol. I trust thy respite proved rejuvenating. And then some. But I won't bore you with the details, at least not without a drink in me. So, why the interest in our little old tanks? Permit me to explain. Sorry, I basically woke up like 2 hours ago. I see. I think I got a long and short of it. It goes without saying, but we owe all you more than we can ever repay. If you need our ether tanks, then they're all at your disposal. There's just one problem. You need the form's approval to set foot in the Isle of Ham. Were it up to me, you'd be in the next ship out, but that lot can't wipe their asses without, unless it's in accordance with the procedural motions. You may be assured that my backside is immaculate. Oh my god. They're like something thighs! Massive Fortunalt and Skolog Montigain. What a surprise! Pardon the intrusion. The forum has deliberated your petition, and we decided to deliver our verdict directly. I would hope that the matter of Pandemonia has not been overshadowed by other concerns. But that is a discussion for another time. Oh man, he's even calling us out for not doing the questline immediately. You've been granted special dispensation to travel to the Isle of Ham for the purpose of aetheric extraction. On one condition. Fucking course condition. While covered with rich deposits of ether, the isle is home to throngs of vicious beasts. We ask that you call any such creatures you encounter. I mean, I was going to do that either way. So, That's all. Given the vast amounts of ether we seek, I expected a far higher price. Oh, believe me, we do not underestimate the value of what you desire. Nay, we simply owe the students of Baldessian and their esteemed collaborators a debt of gratitude, and we felt that expediting your request was a suitable way to repay it. A debt of gratitude. We've taken the liberty of arranging your passage to the Isle of Ham. Your vessel awaits in Skull's Harbor. Sweet. So then, I'd better get those other things loaded into the airship. We'll be ready to take them when we need, assuming it's safe. I shall head back to the annex, but should you need anything else, don't hesitate to call. So many cutscenes.
Bound for the Isle of Harm. You look like the ones Master Fortuno told me to expect.
Because we are.
If you're ready to depart, then so am I. Just say the word.
Is something the matter?
I did recruit one other to our party, but he is late to arrive.
Graha? Thancred!
Forgive me my delay.
Thancred? 'Tis good to see you.
If it isn't Varshan. They do grow up so quickly. Urianger tells me we have a host of exciting new tribulations to face. And you must be Zero. I've heard all about your daring do in Garlemald. A pleasure.
Apart from strengthening our company with his redoubtable skill at arms, Thancred may also serve as a mentor in those matters that trouble thee. I speak of the intangible forces which bring souls together. Thancred is possessed of experience both unique and insightful that I am sure he would gladly share with thee. Thou needst but ask.
He's basically offering him as a therapist. The Aether is now accessible. Okay.
If you insist.
Our fates are not yet sealed.
I'm sorry, Thancred.
Together then.
Fancy. Oh, look at those polar bears. Oh. This is certainly a unique dungeon. Kinda loving the music though, not gonna lie. Whee! Oh, what the fuck is that?
Will hurt.
Ow. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Interesting.
Out of my way!
Oh, okay, so they're the larger ones are on a delay. Interesting.
Together we shall overcome this.
Ow. Ow. There we go. Oh no, we have to fight the penguins? Whoa! Fancy ass golems. Oh, how did that hit me? Yep. A necklace, okay. That's definitely not gonna give anyone whiplash. Ooh, that's a fancy polar bear. Wait, what?
Out of my way!
Yep. Ooh, how did I dodge that? You really like your ground effects, don't you? Fuck. Whoops.
That's far enough.
Yep. Ooh. Yeah. Whoops. Okay. Oh yeah, fuck, I should probably sell my materia since new raid tiers unlocking soon. I do appreciate that the poles seem to be rather short in length at least.
Out of my way!
Shit. I really gotta get the music roll for this one. Ah, damn it. Oh no. Well, I'm glad your stole isn't here. This fan artist would have a field day with this one. Why does this have Final Fantasy IV music? I thought that was for the feed specifically. Whatever. Okay. Kind of funky. Nani? Uh-oh. Man, this boss's mechanics are weird. Like I don't even know what the hell I'm doing half the time. You want the honor, Zero? Okay, guess not. Ow. Hooray! We defeated Hentai! Let me turn my fan on because it's getting fucking warm. Ugh, there we go. Okay. Oh, I can wear these. Wait, what? Oh wow, I really need to upgrade my my striking gear, it seems. I'm gonna wait until afterwards, just in case it breaks my glamour. For any cutscenes.
Much obliged for clearing the way. We'll get to work at once.
Nice.
Filling these up will take a good while. I appreciate it if you stood watch till we finished. I ain't getting chewed to chum by some ether-bloated bugger. Oh, by the by. Where were you planning on putting these to use? We could deliver them by airship, see? Provided it ain't too far.
No, just to guard them all, you know.
We would need them transported to Galemon, to the Tower of Babel.
Ah, that's a long old journey. Too long for a direct flight. Tell you what, we'll send them over with the scheduled shipment of provisions headed that way. I'll make the arrangements as soon as we get back. Save some poor chocobos having to drag this lot through the snow.
You have our thanks. We shall not forget your generosity.
Everything seems to be proceeding apace. I dare say you would have been fine without me.
Why would you say such a thing? You are not bound by contract or the threat of force, and you gain no advantage by devaluing your own contribution. Yet you must be bound by something to speak thus. What is it?
What binds me? A belief, I suppose. Born of our shared struggles. No matter where my comrades go, I have faith they will be fine. For I know that they will walk their chosen path as surely as I walk mine. I trust them, in short. Trite though it may sound.
trust. I remember the word. How long has it been since last I used it?
Hmm?
It had no place in my dealings. Not with other Voidsent, and certainly not with Xenos. Not even in the time before darkness engulfed the world. Full often did Memoriates betray their own, corrupted by the very power they wielded. You could trust no one but yourself. Alone we fought, and alone we fell. I wouldn't know how to trust. Is there some trick to it?
Just stay close to this one. You'll learn in no time. Absolutely fine.
I confess I thought thou mightst have more words of counsel to offer.
Oh, she'll soon get the hang of it, even without my help. After our work here is done, I'll see myself back to the shadows.
So he kind of is a pretty good therapist by the sound of it.
But before that, I take it you've heard as well.
Hmm?
Indeed. The client seeketh Archons, and 'twould seem our extensive travels and neutrality make us prime candidates.
Nani?
Well, assuming we take on the request, I suspect I'll be stuck with you again. Don't let me down, hmm?
Wait, what's this? What the fuck? Not only allow us use of the tanks, but to arrange their transportation to Garlemald besides. Blessed are we to count Kokol among our allies. Unto thee we also give thanks, Thancred, for coming to our aid on such short notice. Please, you know I'm always happy to help. Don't hesitate to call on me again. Until next time. Oh right, job icons. I saw in the patches that you could actually change that. There we go. That's gonna come in handy when I want to play Blue Mage. I need a Theory of Mimicry. With the tank's transportation thus arranged, our first task is complete. We may now turn our attention to the second. To wit, obtaining the blessing of Ilsvagen to continue to use the Tower of Babel to channel energy onto the moon. Our destination is Camp Broken Glass, where we may present our petition to Commander Lucia. Okay, first of all, put that on. Refresh my glamour. There we go. This should be fine. Damien, Allow me to personally thank you for your assistance during the recent Voidstone incursion. Your actions saved many. What brings you here today? Today, forgive us for not sending word in advance, Commander, but we seek your cooperation in a matter of great import. Shit is fucked in the 13th, and we need to fix it. Indeed. We appreciate your consulting with us instead of taking on unilateral action. It is no simple matter to activate the Tower of Babel, and I speak not only of technological challenges. Personally, I think we must consider the emotional impact of such action above all else. Though we have yet to re-establish the governing body, we provisionally refer to those who remain here as a Garlean community. As you would expect, they are predominantly native Garleans, most of whom are uncomfortable with ethereal manipulation. To compound matters, the trauma inflicted by anima is still fresh. If the tower were to suddenly light up again, it's likely to cause distress and reopen old wounds. Better than facing a mass invasion by Golbez and his Voidstone hordes, surely. Of course, we acknowledge the gravity of the situation, as well as the promised bloodshed should we fail to act. Yet, even were we to convey your warnings to the public, many simply do not understand the workings of magic or the rift. They will struggle to comprehend why they must be forced to relive personal horrors for the sake of something they cannot imagine. What's there to imagine? Have these people seen Voidstone with their own eyes? Let us suppose you encounter someone who is freezing in this cold. A natural thing to do might be to make them a fire, yes? What if the person's sole experience with fire was being badly burned by it, and they harbored an acute fear? Despite the benefits, nay, the necessity of the warmth you offer, they may flee on instinct, or worse, misinterpret your actions for aggressive and lash out. So like the fire that torments this individual, the Tower of Babel torments the people of Garlemald. If we cannot afford to falter here, we must find a way to help them overcome their fear. I agree. To that end, the Continued shall assist however we can. We should speak with Alphino and Elise. With the rapport they have established with the Garlean people, I dare say they can provide us with valuable insights. I mean, sure, any excuse to talk with my kids. In the meantime, Irianje, might I ask you remain here and oversee the technical aspects of the tower's activation? Excuse me. I'm glad to see you, Damien. Vitra has explained our present dilemma. There's no unfounded concern that the Garleans might take part to the reactivation of the Tower of Babel. That's putting it mildly. Many would be up in arms over it. Trust in the Elsbar container is fragile enough. We need to tread lightly, or we risk jeopardizing everything we've achieved. Trust again. Well, it seems there's not far but to speak with the people. Rather than harping on about the necessity of the plan, we should lend an ear to their concerns. Then perhaps we can begin working towards a compromise. In that case, I'll take you to meet the community leaders. They're at a station called Senatus, near this Senaculum Imperialis. God, all this Latin is fucking with me. I would be honored to speak with them, though it would be prudent to learn where the people elsewhere stand as well. But that I will leave with the others. Save Zero. Might you accompany me? I'm sure those at Tapper's Den will have their own opinions. Alphino, if I may drag you along? Tertium, we lead to you. You're no stranger to the people here, so it should take a little prodding to convince them to speak freely. I mean, yeah, one of them did fucking lash out at me because they happen to be at Praetorium. Then it's settled. Once you've learned what you can, let's all meet in the Forum Soleus. We'll have what I hope is a productive discussion. Oh, good lord. The Tower of Babel. But what's this got to do with Voidsent? I can't say I understand. Still, your people have done much and more for us Guardians. If you say it's necessary, then that's good enough for me. Whatever its present state, the Imperial Palace was once the pride of Garlemald. I mean, no disrespect to you and yours, but shouldn't the Garland people be its caretakers instead of foreigners? If we dared speak thus to some of the contingent, they might make assumptions. Cut our rations, or worse. No, forget I said anything, please. Activate the Tower of Babel. Are you out of your mind? That abomination transformed my friends and family into monsters. I can't even bear to look at it whenever I step outside. If you want to do something for us, tear that bloody thing down. Aye, that tower isn't right, I tell you. All those magics. Years ago, when I lived in the provinces, the local razed our village to the ground with the stuff. Made things appear, disappear, and fly and burn. I can still see it when I close my eyes. You've done a good turn, dear, but let's not talk about the tower any longer. It's unnatural. No, stop it! The tower's evil. It'll turn us all evil. I don't want to hear it. Leave me alone. Well, turns out there was exactly one reasonable individual here. Jules is on his way with the others. I hope you found the people more receptive than we did. No. Damien, I present you to you Lord Gnaeus and Metius, magistrates of our political council. They've been spearheading the efforts to establish a new system of government here. When we raised the subject of Tower of Babel, they insist that we speak no further until joined by representatives of the Ilsbach contingent. I see Alpha and Alice have yet to arrive though, so perhaps we should wait. It doesn't matter if only some of you are present. I simply wish to make one thing perfectly clear. The Tower is the manifestation of godly ingenuity and authority. It was once the abode of the imperial family, and will forever bear tremendous cultural significance. It is insulting enough that we had to suffer it foreigners occupying it under the guise of rendering aid, and now you propose reactivating it. Nay, we have had enough. Garlemald of old may have fallen, but she fell in civil war to her own people, not to yours or nor any other land. We came here to assert our unequivocal claim to our territory. Garlemald and all that lies within her bounds is beholden to no one. Well, I can't say I didn't expect this. Since their excellencies are resolved to negotiate with the contingent, I will escort them to Tertium. I'll also instruct Alphen and Alzay to meet us there. Lord Methius, Lord Gnaeus, by your leave, my comrades and I would speak with the residents of Senatus. Excuse me. Though the Ilsefar contingent holds the Tower of Babel, it is I who wishes for it to be reactivated, and thus I think it meet that I be present for this discussion. If my understanding of your people's hardships, of their hopes and desires, of their dreams for the future is sorely lacking, in my ignorance I would struggle to contribute. Lest you worry, I will not plead our case to the community in your absence. I was trying to identify common ground upon which we might build a relationship that will see us overcome our differences. Very well, but know that guards will not hesitate to escort you from the premises should they judge your action to be inappropriate. If it's settled, then you shall all head to Senatus. I'll join you there when I see their excellencies safely to Tertium. Oh, that's a fate. There's a cutscene here, though. But not the one I'm looking for. Here it is, Senatus, a temporary refuge for political dignitaries, hence the tight security. I'm given to understand that outsiders are not normally permitted so much as a glimpse inside. We should consider ourselves fortunate to be given this opportunity. I hope it will be worth the trouble. As do I, Zero. As do I. Ooh. It looks pretty much the same as Tertium. To begin, I propose we split up and ask the residents for their views on the Ilsefar Continued and the current state of affairs. We'd also do well to learn more about this enclave itself. Should you observe anything of note, pray keep it in mind. It is through open hearts and open minds that I believe we may yet convince their leaders to work with us for the greater good. You want to know what I think? I am a soldier. I try not to think about politics at all. I will say this much. Our leaders labor to preserve our culture, our way of life. What remains of it at any rate, I trusted them to do what's best for Garlemald. How do I feel about the contingent? Conflicted to say the least. I've been tasked with the distribution of supplies, and I know as well as any that we couldn't survive without outside aid. Be as it may, even though the Empire's collapse, we have our pride. People don't want to be beholden to others forever. And there's no denying that it chafes to see our benefactors occupying the Imperial Palace. Finished touring the Enclave, have you? What were you able to learn? Well, they seem hesitant, but they also seem reliant on the contingent. Much the same as me, then. They accept the contingent's help out of necessity and harbor a measure of resentment. They have only themselves to blame. If they don't like the bargain, they should reject it. How many times must I tell you? It's absolutely out of the question! Fuck. What's going on? We're running the very same. We came running when we heard shouting. Is all the matter? Oh, no, I was just trying to explain. Maybe I should clear this up. The contingent has made a reasonable request, but this man insists that it's impossible. It concerns a magic weapons which run rampant throughout Reggio Urbanissima. Every time we deliver supplies there, we have to dispatch a few extra men to defend against potential attacks. To address the issue once and for all, we propose the elimination of all machina that loiter near the supply routes, but you heard him. They refuse to even consider it. The magistrates have already spoken on the matter. Rampant or no, those war machina are Gallian assets. Furthermore, who's to say they are dangerous to you a test? It's been suggested that this could be the pretense of scavenge magic material for your own ends. I don't know if that's the case. I do not know if that's the case, but the fact remains, we cannot allow you to destroy them. More speculation by the magistrates, I presume. Ridiculous, but they have spoken, and unless we want to inflame intentions further, there's not we can do. How complicated relations become when not grounded in a clear and equitable arrangement. An equitable arrangement? Of course! Well, I do understand the difficulty of your position. As a soldier, you must do your duty and obey your superiors. But I have an idea. But I must first speak with Commander Lucia. May I take charge of this matter? By all means. Let's return to Camp Broken Glass. We might discuss a solution, I believe, will satisfy all parties. God, it's so fucking warm in here. I wish I could open my window, but there's fucking construction work going on outside. Welcome back, all of you. I pray there have been positive developments in your efforts to appeal to the Guardian community. Mayhap not yet, but there is a method by which I believe all stand to gain. As satrap, I intend to propose a trade agreement between Rasatan and the people of Galamald. Please continue. The people of this nation have lived through its collapse and more, yet they have chosen to remain, for it is their home. That they have been able to survive thus far is thanks to the Ilspat contingent, or rather, in less flattering terms, they're entirely at your mercy. Despite your noble intentions, this one-sided relationship has fueled feelings of frustration and resentment. 'Tis no surprise, then, that the Gallians are loath to engage with foreigners, for fear of indebting themselves further, or surrendering more of their already limited autonomy. That is why I wish to present them with an equitable arrangement. One that will restore them a sense of agency after having been forced to rely upon your charity. Easier said than done. What exactly did you have in mind? Long have Garlemald and Rasatan abided by a treaty of non-interference. Freely have we traded with one another, and I wish to continue in this tradition. We will provide your people with such supplies as you require, in return for which you will be granted leave to use the Tower of Babel, as well as share your magic resources and expertise. As we become more reliant upon your technologies, we will of course require more ceruleum to fuel them. This you possess in abundance, and for it you will be duly compensated. Razatan's culture will be enriched by your magic wonders, and our ever-increasing demand for your wares will see Garlemald grow wealthy and prosperous. Only when both sides keep interest in the other in mind and an equitable relationship will be forged. It is a principle I once thought I understood, but I've come to appreciate all the more in recent days, thanks to the sage counsel of a friend from beyond the rift. Your Excellency, thank you for your careful consideration of Garlemald's future. Though I cannot speak for every Gallian, I myself see no reason to object to your proposal. Indeed, if Rasatan were to take initiative, other nations may follow suit and seek to normalize trade relations with us. If you see the sense of my proposal, then I ask you to join me in the negotiations at Tertium. Your support may be instrumental in winning over Lord Gnaeus and Metius. By all means, go with them. I have matters well in hand here. I have learned all that I may regarding the tower's operation, so I shall hide me to Tertium. Alright. The crowd remain broad, but numbers will not intimidate us. Tower of Babel is ours by right, and nothing you do will convince us otherwise. Rest assured, it is not intended to infringe upon the rights of the people of Garlemald. Let us discuss the future. As satrap of Rasatan, I wish to establish a new trade agreement between our nations. The aid we presently receive will not last forever, my lords. Sooner or later, we must stand on our own 2 feet. But to do so, we must secure a means to replenish our coffers. A proposed agreement presents a rare opportunity. It is true we do not want for magitech and ceruleum, and foreign currency will be needed to procure such things as we lack. It would depend on the price and size terms, but I can see the merits. What? I can't believe what I'm hearing. You serve the Emperor. We're a proud patriot, and now you entertain selling national resources like a common merchant. Like you, I weep for what we have lost. But if we are to rebuild Garlemald, we must make use of what precious few assets remain to us. Nonsense. Utter nonsense. You are a traitor, Gnaeus, and there will be a reckoning. Oh yes, when the people of Sonatas hear of this, they will cry out for your blood. Jesus fucking Christ, calm down, man. Lord Metius, wait! It isn't safe out there! Let me guess, one of those fucking Mad Sex things is gonna attack him and we have to save him and that'll change his mind. It's far too dangerous for a civilian to be outside alone. We must go after Lord Metius. Let us leave matters here in Maximus' care while the rest of us join in the search. If Lord Metius is bound for Sonatas, we may be able to catch up with him in Reggio Urbanissima. I pray it's not come to any harm. Well, gee whiz, I wonder where that is. I'm alive?
Praise the sisters, you are safe.
Don't think I'm indebted to you. I never asked for your help.
You love Garlemald dearly, Lord Metius. That much is plain. But you're not alone in that. We all mourn what has become of our homeland. Bristle at having to rely upon outsiders simply to survive the cold. Even now, I struggle with fear and uncertainty. Day after day, I ask myself, what is right? Where do we go from here? I've yet to find the answers. But I won't stop looking nonetheless. And I won't avert my gaze from our grim reality.
Is there hope for us?
Aye, so long as we live. Garlemald lies in ruins, but the bonds between us will never be broken. We are the chain that connects generations past and future. You and I, it's links. Help us, Lord Metius, for all we have been and for what we may yet become. Please.
To be lectured by the younger, it ill becomes a man of my station. I will rejoin the talks at Tertium. Might I trouble you to escort me? Ere we part, I apologize for my discourtesy. I owe you my life, and I thank you.
Euless, wait. I'd like a word. With you as well. I'm to stay close, after all.
Worry not, we shall see the magistrate safely back to Tertium.
What is it?
You bound that man with trust, didn't you? That's why he did not require coercion to return.
Shall we walk, perhaps? Chilly, standing around here. So that's how Zero came to join you.
Oh.
Still, I'm not sure I'm qualified to explain something like trust.
Okay, so explain her whole deal.
I wouldn't describe myself as a sociable person. Before all this, any free time I had, I spent looking after my brother and sister. As for the magistrate, I only told him what's been on my mind of late. But I wouldn't have done so, I think, if it weren't for the twins' influence. Trust is infectious, in a manner of speaking. When someone believes in you, it makes you want to believe in them, in others, in yourself. Perhaps it's because the magistrate felt that earnestness that he gave us a chance. As I did, after I was caught trying to steal provisions from the enemy. Trust comes easy in such company.
Little wonder my world is devoid of it. No one trusts in you, and so you trust in no one. And round the wheel turns.
Don't tell me we're gonna fucking beat Golbez with the power of friendship and trust.
During the Contra Memoria, we had already come to judge one another based on strength and usefulness. You either used or were used. Those who rejected this rule didn't survive. My mother wanted to save the world, to fulfill the hopes of Memoria's good and true. After she died, I carried on her mission alone.
Alone? Didn't you have anyone to help you?
Almost. 2 men tried just the once. A swordsman and a mage, whom I met when passing through a village. They had saved the people there from corrupted Memoriates. When they learned our enemies were the same, they seemed heartened.
Wait, is that Golbez at the top?
They claimed to be soldiers of a kingdom called Baron,
Ooh.
and were traveling the realm in search for means to end the Contra Memoria.
Isn't that the name of the country in 4?
They invited me to join them. I refused. How could I not, having learned the lessons of my world? Those who would work with others always have their own motives. I would not place myself at their mercy. I would not be forced to submit. I expected some manner of outburst, some show of frustration at having failed to deceive me. But they simply watched me walk away. I didn't know what to make of it then, but now... Perhaps they shared a bond of trust. Perhaps they were the last ones left who dared. Perhaps they hoped I was like them, too. Perhaps it was just an offer, and nothing more. I continued fighting alone. But ultimately, I was undone. Overwhelmed by enemies that had banded together. I was cold, in pain, wishing desperately that someone would save me. And as I lay there in solitude, I felt it happen. The breaking of our world. Darkness washed over me, and I was swept into the rift.
The rejoining.
When I finally managed to return, it was to a world forever transformed. My home, now filled with abominations. I had a chance to learn about trust, and forsook it. I never had the power to save my home single-handed. I should have accepted their invitation. Had I joined them as I've joined you, I might not have had to face the end of the world alone. But it's all history now. No amount of reflection or regret will change our present reality.
Whatever may have happened in the past, you're still here, Zero. Alive. So long as you're alive, there will always be hope, no matter how bad things get. What you couldn't do yesterday, you might still do today. Think about it. It's plain that you've forged bonds with those around you. If you didn't feel that in some sense, would you have risked your life as you did for a meager ration of boots? I trust you too, for what it's worth.
Here it is again. The fire that burned in my breast when you came to my rescue. The urge to weep, though there is no sorrow. If this is trust, then what must I do? How do I answer it?
However you'd like.
Give me your hand. It's not something you do constantly, mind. A friend is a friend regardless.
A friend. So that's what it means. Someone you trust.
I'm not sure why Xenos was represented there. Like what sort of trust would he have in us other than his own selfish, whatever. Thank you. I feel as though I have found the answers I sought, and I owe it to all of you. All to you and Julius. Right then. I said the others have already arrived at Tertium. We should have joined them. Oh, glad am I to see everyone returned, and none the worse for wear. Various representatives of the Guardian community are gathered here at this very moment. I dare say this is a fine opportunity to announce the trade agreements. You read the memorandum? I trust you find these terms acceptable. I do, and Gnaeus, I pray you forgive my disgraceful conduct earlier. I am ashamed not only of my behavior, but placing the burden of negotiation solely on your shoulders in my absence. You should know that when we brought up the subject's tower's reactivation to the people of Trapper's Den, they reacted quite strongly. When we explained that it would be to prevent further void invasion, however, they were more than receptive. It's fair to say the recent episode is still fresh in their minds. I tagged along to deliver a supply of ceruleum. I have to say, I didn't expect to see such a large crowd. You know, stuff the Imperials, who normally keep to themselves, and the Sonatas are here. My friends and countrymen, lend me your ears. I'm pleased to inform you all of this joyous occasion that we, the people of Galamal, have entered into a trade agreement with Ras Adhan. Wait, so just because it's getting quieter. To inaugurate our accord, we intend to grant the individuals before used access to the Tower of Babel. In return, Ras Adhan will provide us with supplies which shall be equally distributed amongst the settlements of our nation. Let me be clear on one point. This is not an act of charity, but trade. A bargain struck between equals, rooted in trust and respect, and it marks a significant step towards rebuilding our nation and regaining our true independence. Ras Adhan holds Galilean technology and ingenuity in the highest esteem. It is my hope that through this agreement, our peoples will enjoy a mutually beneficial relationship for the years to come. Now then, we bid you gather around and hear the particulars, that you might convey them to those elsewhere. So burdened by hardship and trauma were the people of Garlemald that they were unable to imagine a brighter future. To be recognized as equals, as a nation with something of value to offer to others. That validation alone is enough to rekindle their hope. 'Tis by virtue of this partnership that we may access the Tower of Babel. A rather timely development given the ether tank's impending arrival. Once the tower stores have been replenished, we need but wait Ishtrol's signal to channel the energies into the moon, yes? And you can leave that and anything else on this end to me and Alpha now. No need to worry. Devote all your energies to the mission in the void. As ever, I am in your debt. You are good friends. Okay, it was getting quieter, but it was on purpose.
Let us take a moment to review matters as they stand. Having procured sufficient stores of ether, we may now channel the requisite energy unto the moon via the Tower of Babel. Our work on the star is complete. However, we have yet to receive word from Y'shtola as to the state of the lunar preparations.
A ritual to open the gate, and measures to forestall a void-sent invasion. Neither task is simple nor quickly completed. She would doubtless benefit from our assistance.
The very thing I was about to propose. Let us join her above and lend what aid we may. Ere we set forth, however, Y'shtola did bid me relay a message to thee. As thou art well aware, a key objective of our mission is the extraction of thy sister Ajdaya from the Void. Held captive for millennia and divested of an eye, she is like to be severely weakened. To make good her escape, she shall require aid. Aid that is best provided by a fellow Great Worm.
You would have me go in my true form?
I mean, yeah, why not?
Very well. Like our sire, we Great Worms are capable of traversing the great expanse. The journey will take some time, but I shall take myself to the moon.
Just fucking Reacher bursts through the roof of
To begin with,
of the palace.
I shall return this vessel to Radzadhan, that I may have both my eyes. And until such time as we find Ajdaya, I would entrust her eye to your keeping.
Really?
Will you do this for me?
Okay.
We shall contact you via Link Pearl once all is in place on the moon. You need but follow Y'shtola's instructions.
Understood. We'll be ready.
Take care, Zero.
It will be the briefest of homecomings. I'll be back before you know it.
In mare lamentorum, then. Go well.
Go well, friend. Ugh.
I took the liberty of informing Ishtola of our arrival. She and her entourage should be here momentarily.
Right. Oh, speak of the devil.
Forgive me. I'd hoped to have everything in order sooner. My thanks for the extra hands.
Alphino and Alice stand ready at the Tower of Babel. Vritra is also en route.
Excellent. You've done well, all of you. For my part, I've managed to prepare the ritual with help from the Watcher. All that remains is to channel the ether from below. This should, I pray, open a gate leading to the moon of the 13th.
May I just say how excited we are to be a part of this grand undertaking. The development of the artificial Atomos was one thing, but this is an opportunity like no other. Ishtola even managed to get a loan of elegant treatises on void sense summoning from the prized collection of the Sons of Saint Koinak. The Empire's application of etherochemistry in regulating void gates provided us with many a useful insight for our work, let me tell you.
I asked a favor of Grahatir when we were comparing notes on cross-rift travel.
Eh?
Given his credentials, I was confident he wouldn't be denied. The knowledge of our forebears has brought us far, as has our own. And with our knowledge and resources, we shall construct a voidsent containment seal on a heretofore unseen scale.
Containment seal? Then thou wouldst make use of...
Aye, a tried and tested means of holding dark entities at bay is readily available here. 'Twould be remiss of us not to employ it.
Oh, the crater where Zodiac was
the
kept.
brands that Xenos and Fandaniel destroyed. That which held even Zodiac shall more than suffice for void scent of any persuasion.
Good thinking.
The Watcher is already hard at work, tending to the most critical parts of the brand's restoration. There are, however, a number of concerning factors that remain. With your help, I'm sure we can resolve them.
Time is of the essence, so I suggest we continue this discussion as we make our way to the brands.
Come on. Man, this place is just so fucking pretty, dude. that aside, but just, yeah, just look at this. I'm sorry. I just needed to just admire. Now then, to the matter at hand. With Watcher's assistance, we shall reforge each of Zodiac's brands and use them to erect a barrier capable of repelling the Void Scent. Though we expect it to be effective against larger beings on account of its original purpose, there is a chance it will allow less of Void Scent to slip through. Therefore, we shall require a second line of defense, and I believe the Lockbird supporters would be suitable for this purpose. Irianche, Damien, the two of you have a strong rapport with our lunar allies. I'll have you meet with Livingway in the Bestway Burrows and provide any assistance they require. I will join you, as a voice and my knowledge may be of use. An excellent idea. In the meantime, the rest of us will see to reforging the brands. I'll send word when we are finished. Pray do the same.
Hey, there you are! You still not surprised me with your present undertaking. I understand that you wish to employ our pride and joy, the veritable carrots of our eye, on unrivaled combat supporters, as a precautionary measure in case of voice containment seal of hers proved lacking. As we speak, my fellows are rounding up what units they can, and will bring them to the northeast corner in short order. Please wait there.
Okay. This week.
Dreadfully sorry to have kept you all waiting. Hello there, friends. A new person. Heard there was a bit of a rush, so we gathered what combat-ready supporters we had available.
I see Sleepingway still here.
A welcome contribution. Thine initiative never ceaseth to amaze.
Oh, stop! You're making me blush! Even now, as we pursue new dreams, aiding the people of Aetheris remains our greatest joy. So you can count on us, ever and always. Right, so, we originally deployed these supporters to patrol the moon and keep it safe. They've never tussled with Void Scent before, but with sufficient data, they ought to hold their own against the ghastly fiends. Practical, tactical data acquired in the moment, and who better to give the supporters an educational thrashing than the champion of Aetheris?
I believe I would make a better instructor.
That is true. She is Void Scent.
Not only have I fought Void Scent, I am one.
Oh dear.
Well, don't just stand there. Engage!
Wait.
Engage! Engage!
Wait, just be careful, okay?
That'll do, that'll do! A defeat bitterer than the bitterest carrot. Using this experience, we must enhance the supporters and turn them into void-sent slaughterbots!
Not the words I expected coming out of a tiny little moon rabbit.
Right after we've managed to put the poor dears back together.
Pray forgive our comrade's enthusiasm. May I inquire as to how long the repairs will take?
On an ordinary day, I'd say no less than 5 carrots briskly consumed. But if you were to provide us with encouragement... we just might be able to do it in 2.
What do you want? I mean, you've been with them longer than I have, and I've done the
This
trials.
I leave to you.
Ugh. But I've already done so much for them. I did the whole tribe quest and everything. Ugh. Jungle anticipation. Oh boy. What? Engage! Engage! Oh, sorry, I must have... Forgive me. That a precision path is strangely soothing and sleep-inducing. And I'll try to keep moving.
What marvelous feeling. There's nothing like a well-gestation of encouragement to fire you up. With this cheering me on, I can do not less than but my very best. Oh, thank you very, very much. You don't know how uplifting it is to have you encouraging us. I mean, showing us the proper technique that we may keep our supporters operating at peak efficiency. Okay. My, everyone's in high spirits indeed. Thanks to your encouragement, we'll have the supporters up and running again in no time at all. Pray into your remaining busy work, and we'll leave development of our new and improved voids and slaughterbots to us.
Hello?
Can you hear me? We've just finished restoring the brands.
Perfect.
Let us reconvene once you've finished tending to matters there. The culmination of our efforts is nigh.
The brands are ready, I presume. Excellent. With Loperts having employed their supporters, we are ready to proceed. Let us rejoin the Stoller post-haste, and prise open our gate onto the void. Ugh. My thanks for seeing to the supporters. With this, all is in readiness for the ritual. First, give the order to Alphino and LSA in the Tower of Babel to channel Aether to the moon. Once we have a sufficient amount of energy, Urianger and I shall begin our incantation to open the Void Gate. If all goes well, a tear will form in the fabric of reality, at which point you must activate the brands and put them in place a containment seal. Blech. That is all. If there are no questions, then let us begin.
Apologies for the wait. The preparations here are finally complete.
Excellent. The Tower 2 is activated. But give the word and we will begin channeling the ether.
Very well then. Make it so.
The moment of truth.
Whoa.
By the sisters!
Urianger, commence your invocations. 'Tis time to open our gate. A tear is beginning to form. Quickly, activate the brands.
Right.
Success. The gate is open, and the seal appears to be in place.
Let's see how well it holds.
Everything alright here? Okay. Oh, what's going on in here? Ooh, this is kind of fancy here.
What
Wait.
an enormous gate! Lord Golbez will be eager to hear of this.
Uh-oh.
So this is the promised land. The land of boundless ether.
I dare say the seal doth serve its purpose.
Right on time.
Indeed. Just this moment, a void scent emerged from the gate, by which we may safely assume it leads to the 13th.
It's incredible, Ishtola. Truly incredible. Oh, what an honor it is to have been part of this historic achievement.
A part is an understatement. None of this would have been possible without you and yours. Our success has also served to solidify our understanding of cross-rift travel. The Ascians rejoined reflections to the source by instigating elemental imbalances. These imbalances weakened the barrier between realities, causing the ether of a reflection to flood the source. But why is it that reflections are predisposed to rejoin the source? Why have they never merged with one another?
Thou art suggesting there is a unique property inherent to the source, one responsible for such an outcome.
I mean, they all came from the source.
I am. 'Tis my conclusion that, as the point of origin for the reflections, the source has an innate pull over them. Hydaelyn, I believe, sought to suppress that pull, which is why she was created with the power of light, of stasis. Meanwhile, the power of darkness, of activity, reigns in the void. Hydaelyn's influence would naturally be weaker, and this manifested in the form of planar fissures. Working with this hypothesis, I set my sights upon where the pull was assessed to be strongest, and through our combined efforts, we succeeded in opening a gate to the void. Now, I must stress, it was because we sought the void that we succeeded. Pleased though I am to have my theory proven, the secrets of travel to other reflections still elude us.
Right, but we're well on our way to start figuring them out.
Even so, in the reality that lies beyond the 8th umbral calamity, there are those who found a way to reach the first. I will not rest until I do the same.
One step closer to fulfilling your dream, eh?
Just a step. Many more remain to be taken. Which further motivates me to forestall a void-sent invasion. So come, let us set forth, to find Ashdaya and put an end to Golbez's plot.
Climb upon my back. I shall take us to the gate.
As we did discuss prior, I shall see the alchemists safely home, then together with the Loperites maintain vigil over the gate.
May the sisters watch over and keep you safe.
Into the void once more.
Bye-bye. Would have been really funny if the seal blocked Ritra or something. Just fucking faceplant into it. I think this is a familiar sight. Oh my god, we're on Dalamud.
This is the moon of the 13th.
No, I told you it was in Dalamud. Whoa.
It is. Ever since the flood, it has been a sanguinary orb in the sky.
No void scent. A rather more subdued reception than I had anticipated.
I mean, yeah, I don't imagine Golbez would have many
But
people around here.
unsurprising, given how jealously Golbez conceals the location of his domain. Still, we must remain on guard. One of his minions came through the gate, after all, and more may lie in wait.
I do not sense my sister. Where could she be? Where?
Steady, Vritra. We've barely arrived. Let us explore our surrounds before drawing conclusions.
Yes, thou art right. I shall survey the room from above. The ground I leave to you all.
Just be careful up there. Wait, this is a whole area? What the fuck? Whoa.
The chasm has caught your attention as well.
Yeah. Yeah. I can kind of
There's
see.
some manner of structure below. Worth a look, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, and it looks exactly like what we saw in the cutscenes in the other patches.
I too sense something here. This pit much resembles the Cradle of Darkness on our moon, where Zodiac was once imprisoned. If this place serves the same function, then a fragment of his power must have been sealed in the depths. Strange, though. When Zodiac perished in the Source, I presumed that every aspect of him was thus unmade, and his power scattered. But it's unmistakable. The darkness that permeates this abyss. Could a trace of him yet remain? Or is it something else?
I hear thee, sister. I hear thee. Come on, my friends. Astaya is here, within this chasm.
I thought so. But then why would she roar out now of all times? This seems like a trap. Like, Golbus for sure didn't expect us coming.
You were entrusted with Ajdaya's eye, were you not?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's positively glowing in her presence.
Cool on. Oh, wag home Urta.
Li Tao An King sees DS Ishon Infesk. Man ik hes in an. Ka an. Fest wes an ul in.
Seth es lis, na fesk on. Nair no rail ak straf ni dran.
Well, what about the might of 2 Dragon Slayers then?
Esk es I nesh I gol ak. So this is indeed Golbez's domain. Kis arn in.
Es fil ud in. Ein an in.
Sis? Esk dir amtar. For war Meradarn I Alan an. Les I el kol an. Zdis sorn I rum. Snar tiamat Skidir in an, casta an. Sta in es katao, tai an, es an stra in sorn.
What now, then? Does this great worm intend to remain a captive meal for all eternity, not daring to test her chains?
Ern el, mis head in ud. Kis targol, asrael dis tar, sma osk in sis an.
Yes.
Now there's a start. So, what can you tell us?
Sis tar no gol in. Do es inash igor sorn, ka som mo go. Skol les sau an, som du orta sis.
Well, you heard her. Shall we look into this spot near and dear to our enemy's heart?
Let's do it. The others have already begun searching for clues. Let us do the same. I'll take charge of this area, if you could see to the south. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, that's a massive area. And no other players to guide me there. Oh. Jesus Christ, Reacher, don't scare me like that.
Did you find something?
A Memoria crystal.
A Memoria. But whose?
Oh. Well, I'm about to find out!
You have lied, pillaged, and murdered. Have you anything to say in your defense?
No. Every one of them got what they deserved. Trusting fools.
Okay, evil Thancred.
Like you would-be heroes. Aye. You do well to keep a close eye on each other. It always ends the same way. A knife in the back. And better to have the handle towards your hand. You'll see! Oh, yes. You will.
can't bring myself to pray for the unrepentant. You're a nobler man than I.
I choose to believe that had these men known peace and plenty, they would not have been consumed by mistrust and avarice. But okay, so that guy sounds like Golbez, so who's talking?
Victims of the Contra Memoria, then. Like so many others. But we will end it.
Thank you. I shudder to imagine what might have happened if you hadn't dealt with the Dark Ones.
Who is that?
Oh, her? She's like you, I hear. Hunts Memoriates taken by darkness.
Well, well. A kindred spirit. Perhaps we will finally have a new comrade.
No. I've no interest in working with others. Much less someone who looks as suspicious as you.
Is that so?
If there's nothing else, I'll be on my way.
Even when we share the same goal, we can't overcome the mistrust. Such is the way of things, the wisdom of our era.
Only a precious few Memoriates remain who cling to the light. Would that we could have won her over.
We'll make do, old friend. We have accomplished much already, and another person may well have been more of a hindrance than help. Now then, our work here is finished. His Majesty has summoned us, so let us not delay. To Baron.
Okay. So this was from the
Had another vision of the past, did you?
Yeah. And it looked like it was from the perspective of Golbez, I think.
What? I was in it.
And yes, you were there.
It's them. The pair I met in that village. Which means the one sealed in this Memoria is...
Hello.
So, you have come. You, who would oppose our crusade.
Tranquilo.
I fucking knew it.
You. I know you.
Is that so? From the world before, I dare say. 'Tis impressive enough that you have managed to retain your mortal form, but to remember your past besides. But that is of no moment. You are the Memoriat who vanquished my minions, correct?
And what if I am?
Then, I would bid you join me as a child of our world and slave to the wheel, fight with me for the salvation of all our souls.
Fight with you? More like fight as your pawn. It isn't me you want, but my power. And if I don't obey, you'll bind me like you bound that dragon. But no more. I refuse to be bound ever again. I fight only for myself, and for those in whom I trust. My friends.
I see. A pity. It is for the dragon that you have come, yes? When first you appeared, I thought simply to remove a threat to our plan. Never did I imagine that you would reach this place and gift me a golden opportunity. Long as it has been imprisoned, this dragon has grown feeble and weak, its spirit extinguished. Your coming has served to rekindle her forgotten hope. Her yearning to be free, to return home. That is the key to our deliverance.
Wait, what? Oh shit.
The darkness is ravaging her. She's becoming a void scent.
Oh no.
Rise, O Shadow Dragon, and obey!
Oh boy.
Kill him.
Uh-oh.
Damn you!
What the?
Keep our guests occupied.
Oh shit, Ritra!
Save her. I beg thee. Save my sister.
Before darkness swallowed the world, I fought tirelessly in a war without end. The experience taught me to discern the strong. That dragon and you.
What the hell?
Face me.
Rest assured, I need no invitation.
Accursed light. You, who have ever basked in its warmth, could never understand our envy, our agony. You will not deny us our release.
We'll see about that. The Voidcast Dais, now accessible. What days? Whatever. Here we fucking go! Just gotta wait for everyone to reach this point in the story, I suppose. Oh, there we go. Maybe it's just me, but I think the platform was a bit small. Jesus, that's a big sword. Knight in black, Golbez.
Expect no mercy. To destroy you, I shall bring my all to bear. Come, warriors from beyond the rift.
What? Oh, That was incredibly close to something Elizabeth once said, I think. Oh, thank you.
If you would oppose
Oh.
our crusade, then come.
Ah, shit, that threw me off the loop.
Deny us salvation. This place shall be your tomb.
Whoa!
Free us from the wheel. Where my Rhine-kissed blades, I will suffer no obstacles. No matter the foe, I will stay the course. Let lightning surge!
I'm not gonna lie, I fucking love his voice actor's performance. Like, he sounds fucking pissed that we're fighting, that we're standing against him. Fighting coils of Bahamut? Ow.
Such is your power. Come forth, my servant of shadow. With abyssal dark and hero's blade, I bring my people liberation.
Oh shit, what? Okay.
You shall know true terror. Dragon, hear me and obey.
God, that is such a raw performance. Oh, for God!
Bathe them in black flame.
Wait, what? Oh my God!
My meteors will extinguish your light.
Oh my God! Hey, yo, calm down for a second. Jesus Christ!
A raging gale to rend you asunder.
Okay, so it's kind of like, Hermes.
Look to the heavens for your doom.
Fuck! Ow!
You wretch. My servant of shadow.
Uh-oh! Ow! Wait, what? Oh, fuck, wrong order! God damn it! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I have aggro.
Look to the heavens for your doom.
Oh, fuck!
Where my Rhine kiss
Oh, well, it's probably a wipe anyway.
This place shall be your tomb. If you would oppose our crusade, then come. But know that none shall deny us salvation. This place shall be your tomb. I will free us from the wheel. Where my Rhine kiss blades, I will suffer no obstacles.
It's such a cool fight, even though it's kind of chaotic.
I will stay the course. Let lightning surge! Such is your power. Come forth, my servant of shadow. With a bit of dark and hero blade, I bring my people liberation. You shall know true terror. Dragon, hear me and obey. Crush them!
Okay.
Bathe them in black flame!
Crap! Fuck! Ugh! Ugh! Christ almighty, dude! Oh god, it made me fuck up my rotation as well.
Look to the heavens for your doom. Where my rime-kissed blades. This place shall be your tomb.
Oh my god! God damn it!
Render unto me your all. My meteors will extinguish your light. Come forth, my servant of shadow. Let's rest in surge. A raging gale to rend you asunder. Be gone!
Crap! I keep forgetting about that one!
Dragon, hear me and obey. Look to the heavens for your doom. Where my rime-kissed blades. This place shall be your tomb.
No, it'll be yours!
My power.
Oh shit.
Even my blade. So, this is the limit of my defiance.
Oh, actually... Wait, he enlarged himself? What? Okay.
Are you all right?
More or less.
What's happening?
At last, the moment is at hand. You may have bested me, but not quickly enough. Too late will you look to the chasm.
What?
You've won the battle, but I win the war.
Oh no.
Stop this. I beg of thee, let her go.
Darkness made manifest once abided in the depths of this abyss, until one day it dispersed in a haze of ether. In the absence of the great flow, that ether has nowhere to return. And so it has coalesced, giving rise to a mighty void scent. Now feast. Feast upon this dragon and its ardent longing for home with it.
You motherfucker. Oh boy, is it Ceramus? I think it's gonna be Ceramus.
From the convergence of ancient and newborn, an entity without equal shall emerge, one who shall tear down the barrier between worlds. Upon you, who shall deliver us from eternal damnation, I bestow the name of a hero of Eld. Zeromus!
I fucking knew it!
No matter how powerful, a void scent can be sealed in Memoria.
Zero, wait!
Damn it. It's too strong.
Uh-oh.
Our warding scales may not hold. Not against a void scent born of Zodiac's ether.
We must retreat. Everyone to me.
You sore fucking loser. Well, that just happened. We made it back safely, at least. In light of this development, that we escape with our lives is an accomplishment unto itself. Would that we could have anticipated this Dire's yearning to return home could be manipulated in this fashion. Alas, we are now content with a newborn Voidston hell's bent on reaching the rift. Oh, fuck shit. So named for an ancient hero, as Golbez said. Though none can say if there is even a sliver of truth to the legends. Perhaps Golbez chose it in hopes that his champion will do that which no one could in the Contra Memoria. Save the world. But a true hero would not damn another world to save his own. And we're not about to let that happen. But regardless, we need to regroup. Aye, loath though I am to admit it, we are in no state to face a Voidston of Ceramus' might. Ritra not least of all, in body and mind both. For now, let's return to Ras Al Khan and take stock of the situation. Very well. Damien, might trouble you to head to Bestoway Burrows and apprise Urianger of the situation. The rest of us are tend to Ritra's wounds before returning to Ras Al Khan. Pray join us there anon. So this is an interesting development, because we've been led to believe that this patch is going to be the end of this storyline, and then the next one's going to lead into the next expansion. But unless we beat Ceramus in a cutscene or something, I don't see that happening. Unless Ceramus is, like, the big bad of the next expansion. And in which case, I'm wondering, like, 2 FF4 related expansions in a row? Like, eh? I don't know. Also, I probably could teleport here, but I needed to just get my thoughts in order. Ah, Damien, thou art returned. I'm pleased to say it hath been blessedly uneventful in your absence, but more importantly, what of your mission in the void? The exact opposite! The heavens forfend! That this dire should be used to birth a dread voice and born of Zodiac's residual ether. Although we could not have predicted this outcome, there's one small mercy. The voice and containment seal. As we employed the selfsame brands that once imprisoned Zodiac in its creation, the seal should serve to hinder Ceramus. Yet not for how long, none can say. For our enemy's strength is unknowable, while Severia was erected in haste. Thou shalt join our comrades anon in deliberate measure, yes? I shall remain here to remain my vigil over the seal. Should we serve any earth signs of an impending incursion, rest assured I shall send word without delay. Go well, my friend. This shit is fucked, my guy! Ah, Master Damien, we've been expecting you. When Satrap and your comrades returned earlier, I couldn't help but notice that they were low in spirits. I hope it's nothing too serious. But forgive me, you must be eager to rejoin them. If you would follow me.
Do you remember Ciriato and Farfarello? The cowardly pair of Voidsent that dwelled in my domain?
Vaguely.
Ciriato devoured Farfarello.
Right. Now I
And in
remember.
so doing, he inherited an all-consuming fear of Barbariccia. For as you know, when a Voidsent is devoured, it doesn't simply cease to be. Its soul persists within the devourer. And when a Voidsent dies, all the souls that harbored may break free to become individual entities once more.
So you're saying if we kill Zeramus, we might be able to save Asdaya still?
That is to say, by defeating Zeromus, we may
Zeromus,
yet
right.
save Ashdaya. And to make certain that we do, we must remind her of who she is. When the time comes, you must call to her. Call with all your being.
Thy words give me heart, Zero. Thou hast my gratitude.
Then it's settled. Our objective is to defeat Zeromus. While it is unsettling that a Voidsent could be born of Zodiac's ether, its very nature may render it susceptible to the brands that once contained him. Did Urianger have aught to say?
Something along those lines, yeah.
I see. If the seal may not hold for long, then haste is paramount.
Couldn't we just let it come to the source and strike it down here?
Doing so would consign Ashdaya's soul to the ethereal sea. Any attempt to ensure her survival demands that we deal with Zeromus in the 13th.
I could barely go near it. Never mind land a blow. So thick was the shroud of darkness. How do you propose we fight such a foe?
Light, perhaps?
Simple. Against impenetrable darkness, we must wield resplendent light. And it just so happens, there is a world replete with light.
Wait, you're not considering...
The question of how we will harness that light, you may leave to me. With our recent discoveries and proven techniques, as well as the aid of comrades near and far, I have faith that we will find a way. But only if I begin my work at once. Rest up while you can, for there will be much to do when I return.
It wouldn't do to be idle while our esteemed sorceress labors tirelessly. I shall be training if you have need of me.
No, don't... I want to figure out what happens!
Wait.
I want to know what the next expansion is!
Allow me to join you. I must become stronger for what lies ahead.
Fine by me. Come on then.
I shall not pass my time wallowing in despair. Using my vessel, I shall attend what preparations I may.
Asdaya is my sister, and long have I dreamed of saving her. If I am to do so, I must be better than I have seen. But as though I am to have you and yours as comrades, I cannot well ask you to lift me up every time doubt and despair creep into my heart. I won't falter again, this I swear. I will hold fast to my conviction, Damien, and I pray that you will stand with me to the last. Man, I hate cliffhangers.
Zeromus is risen, but not yet at full strength. It will take time before the Fiend is able to breach the veil. But what is another moment on this long journey I have endured? It remains as fresh as if it were yesterday. Old friend, the memory of your passing and the pain. As I promised you then, I promise you now. They shall sing of Golbez, the hero who shattered the wheel and brought salvation to the world.
Oh, I get it now. He adopted the name Golbez because that's what his friend's name was. From Light's embrace, a shadow steep, a world to save, an oath to keep. Oh, I hate cliffhangers so much! Well then, right. I'm gonna take a short bit of a break, and then afterwards I'm gonna do the final Pandemonium quest line as well. So yeah, tune in later.